Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tim here. Wanted to make a really quick video while I'm out here. It's kind of my meditation time. My dock is my getaway place, and super beautiful out here. Feels great today, as a matter of fact. But I want to talk to you guys about how to tell if your directors, your top management, your company wants you out. They want to get rid of you as an employee. And there are a few signs. I've been through this twice, and I'm going to share with you one sign that they want you out. And I'm gonna do this by sharing a quick story of what happened when I was working in corporate America. I worked about 45 minutes away from my corporate job at the time, and from time to time on the road that I go on, there's bad accidents in the morning, typical in working in a big city or a mid-level city, a lot of traffic. And this one time I was late for work, probably like 10 minutes late for work. I let my manager know what was going on. It was an accident. As a matter of fact, me and a few other employees were late that day because of a really, really bad accident. And so let my manager know, and around lunchtime, my manager took me to the side and told me that, look, you can't be late for work. Regardless of whatever happened, you need to make accommodations. And, even though I told her, I said, look, it was an accident. It was totally out of my control. I would typically leave probably about 30 to 45 minutes before time for me to go to work. And so after my manager confronted me on that issue, I said, okay, I made up in my mind, I'm going to leave an hour and 15 minutes early. And that's what I did. And so I want to say about 2.5 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I was late for work again because of a bad accident. And this is me leaving an hour and a half early. And, I stay in Birmingham. So if anybody know about Birmingham, there's this stretch of road called Malfunction Junction. And there's always accidents and cars on the side of the road. All kind of stuff goes on Malfunction Junction. And so, again, this day, I was late for work, probably like 5 minutes. And I did the same thing. Let my manager know, hey, I'm out here in traffic right now. I'm on my way. I'm stuck. It's out of my control unless I get a helicopter to bring me in. And got into the office, me and, a handful of my coworkers, I want to say about 10 of us, was just, we couldn't do anything. We came in about 5 minutes late, and my manager, told me, this can't continue to happen. You're the only one that's late for work. And I told her, I said, how am I the only one late when, I'm gonna just make up a name, Stacy came right through the elevator with me. And Stacy was right there, and Stacy was saying, hey, it was a bad accident, I was late too, but my manager wasn't hearing it. And so over time, the relationship between me and my manager soured because she had this preconceived, perception of me. And that's something that you have to be watchful of, mindful of, is that when your supervisor, whether it's top management, whether it's a director, whoever it is that's, in charge, or it can even be a coworker, guys, when they get preconceived notions about you and they don't like you, they will try to get you out, and they will try to write you up and things of that nature. And they try to make your work experience in the office very difficult. And so, this is crazy. And so about a month after that particular incident, I came into work on time, and my manager came into the office to try to correct me and say I was late for work. But the data didn't show that, didn't reflect that. I was on time for work. And as a matter of fact, I'm kind of OCD about time, super OCD about time. My clients can tell you that when it's consult time, I'm calling them at, whatever their time is, right on the dot, right? So to make a long story short, I knew that it was time for me to leave, and I made accommodations to transition. And what I did was I went ahead and began to network with my network, and I was up for a new position with the pay increase at that. So my advice to you is that if you're in a situation where you know that management is out to get you, or your top management, because I know a lot of you are managers and are directors, and y'all deal with the same thing that the average employee deal with, that, I know a lot of people don't talk about it, but managers and directors go through a lot of these issues too, is that when you are in these situations and they're trying to get you out, my recommendation is always begin to come up with an exit strategy, begin to utilize your network and your job search strategy to begin to line up other opportunities. Because once trust and respect is breached between you, it's just like a relationship. If trust and respect is breached in a relationship, guess what? That thing is about to turn toxic really fast, and things are not going to work in your favor. So the same thing goes, with your relationship with an employer, with a company, with a manager. Once they start to micromanage you, disrespect you, violate your trust, violate your time, it's time to go. It's time to go. And the first step you want to do is get an exit strategy. Create that exit strategy. You want to be able to get your resume together, your LinkedIn profile together, make sure it's updated. And then you want to begin to search for the type of companies you want to work for, okay? Not the jobs yet, but the type of companies, because you want to work for a company that represents your core values as a professional, okay? And once you find that company, now it's time to look for jobs that match your interest. If you are an HR manager, maybe you want to move up to HR director, or if you're a sales manager, maybe you want to look for regional opportunities, right? Or even sales executive opportunities. What you don't want to do is just stay in that situation and expect for things to get better, because in most cases it just don't get better. It gets more toxic. You get more stressed out, you get more burned out, and guess what? Once workplace stress and anxiety begins to creep in, it starts to affect you at home. Once you get off, you start to be anxious, frustrated, can't sleep, anxiety attacks, panic attacks start to creep in. You start to crash. You may even end up going to the hospital because you have went into deep depression or dealing with severe anxiety. And I mean, I've even known employees who just have mental breakdowns, okay? I even know an employee that passed away due to stress and anxiety that was work related. So you don't want to play with this. It's nothing to play with, it's nothing, you don't want to play with your mental health and your emotional health. There are too many jobs out here who would love to have you. You just have to position yourself for these job opportunities. And it starts by having an exit strategy. It starts by making sure you list people in your network. And if you feel like you got a weak network, there are network strategies that you can use. I can help you with those network strategies that you can use to build your network and connect to the right people. Guys, all the geese are out. They're doing their thing. So sorry about the extra noise, but you want to get out of that situation and start applying for jobs in advance, because the last thing you want to do is have a day where they decide they want to let you go, or you just crash and burn and just say, you know what, I quit. You may find yourself, and it's a huge sign, just sitting in your car for 30 minutes to an hour, avoiding the job, hoping they let you go, hoping they fire you. When you get to that position, that's when you know you're in a bad place. So if you need help, If you know you're in this situation, you know you feel stuck and you feel helpless, and you say, man, okay, you say I need an exit strategy, but I don't know what to do. I'm stressed out. Feel free to book a call with me. I will help you with your exit strategy. Book a free 20-minute complimentary call with me. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about your situation, through your situation. It may be a situation where you don't have to transition, right? And then in other cases, it's a situation where you should have probably been transitioned months ago. But the last thing you want to do is go at it alone, continue to allow that stress and that anxiety to build up to the point where you don't care anymore. You may be making six figures, you may be the primary breadwinner, and you're scared and you have fear that, you may not land a job that pays as well as the one you're dealing with. But I'm here to tell you there's a ton of jobs out there that not only will pay you well, but will treat you well and will give you bonuses and other opportunities to spend more time with your family and do more things that you love. So if that's you, just want to invite you to a phone call. If you want to talk about it, with a professional. I am a career coach that specializes in toxic job recovery. I help my clients recover from their toxic job, get out of their toxic job, recover, and transition to a job that they love. This is what I do. This is what I'm great at, positioning my clients for the jobs that they love and getting out of these toxic workplace environments, because I dealt with it at 6 different companies. I got a master's degree in it, so to speak. And I can tell you from experience, personal experience and professional experience, dealing with hundreds of clients, that the last thing you want to do is just stay in that position and just deal with it. Even if you're a manager, even if you are a director, especially if you are a manager or director, because there are companies that will hire you like that because you have the skills, the leadership skills, the transferable skills that transfer into high impact roles within their company. So don't wait, don't suffer. You don't have to suffer. I'm here to help you in any way I can. All right. Have a great day.